What is going on, my Bob Nation? I am Bob's Bowser, and I am here with another video. And in this video, I will be doing another deck profile. Before you guys get all mad at me and like, wait, why in the world is he doing another Gengar deck profile? I want to let you know that this deck profile will start a huge chain of deck profiles. But unlike this deck, where it's been on this channel quite a lot, the cards and the upcoming decks will have never really been featured on this channel besides the Ancient Origins Top 10 Cards list video. Yes, so all of the upcoming decks that I will be deck profiling on this video, besides one deck, I'm not going to tell you what that is. Yes, it does include Gengar, so it'll be very similar to this deck that I'm about to show you. But that's beyond the point. Yes, so all of the other decks, besides one of the decks upcoming on this channel, at least for the next week or two or so, will have Ancient Origins cards in them, mostly the Pokemon, and the strategies will be from that set. So we'll see a lot of great cards, including Vileplume, Machamp EX, Lugia EX, Giratina EX, Mega Tyranitar EX, Mega Ampharos EX, and so many more Pokemon that are really just great from that set. That set is such a great set, and I can't wait to create some decks for it. But let's just get straight into this deck profile here. And as always with these Gengar deck profiles, we'll run for Gengar, just great overall for that Dark Corridor attack, 60 damage, poisons your opponent's defending Pokemon. And really everything's just overall great attack there. We will also run 4 Wobbuffet. This is mainly for that Bide Barricade ability. And this is a little added spin on the deck that is not similar to that Gengar Wobbuffet deck profile that I have done in the past. We run 3 Corphish, and there's nothing really that special about this Corphish, but what it evolves into is really special, and what really helps this deck out, stalling and overall just being very successful. So Corphish evolves into Crawdaunt, and I'm very happy about that because Crawdaunt has this really cool ability called Unruly Claw. And it says, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to your evolve one of your Pokemon, you may discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And that overall is just a great ability. And so, if we can find a way to retreat Wobbuffet, because Wobbuffet's the Pokemon we'll be switching into after using Dark Corridor, we can still use Unruly Claw. And we also run just one Shaman, mainly because that set of ability is so good, and every single deck in the format should be running Shaman, except, for just a few exceptions here and there. The supporter line, we run 2 Professor Sycamore. This might come as a surprise for some people. Like, why in the world would you run 2 Sycamore? It's the best supporter in the game. Mainly because we don't want to discard that Crawdaunt. We don't have any way to get the Crawdaunts back. So, Sycamoring a Crawdaunt away is really hurtful to this deck, mainly because we want to get as many times that we can with Unruly Claw, so we don't really want to Sycamore one away. We also run 3 Professor Birch's Observation, and this is just an overall great card. Probably the second best supporter in the game as far as draw supporting goes, so we run 3 of that. We also run just 1 Shauna here. Overall, it's good card too. And 1 Lysander. And we don't really have that many supporters, so of course we're going to run 3 VS Seeker to try to pull those supporters out and use them. We run 4 Muscle Band. This is just to attach to that Gengar there. Get that damage output a little bit higher. Get that to 80 and then 90, including that poison damage. We also run 4 Floatstone. And yes, this deck will actually be tournament legal as of November because Floatstone is actually getting reprinted, and I'm very excited about that because that really makes this Gengar deck function properly. So, Floatstone will be tournament legal as of, I believe, early November when that XY8 set comes out. And Floatstone will be reprinted in that set. So, that is just great. So we don't really have to attach a Mystery Energy to Wobbuffet, which really just slowed this deck down and prevented it from becoming a good deck. So we also run 3 Ultra Ball. And 3 Level Ball. This is for picking out those Corphish and the Crawdaunts. And it's also good because the Crawdaunt only has 90 HP, which actually goes to our benefit because we can pick it out with a Level Ball. And because we are running Gengar, we also are running 3 Robosub, mainly because we want to keep that prize ratio very good for us. So we want to also stall with Robosub just to help ourselves get some turns to stall, maybe take some prize cards during those turns. Because the idea is to play Crawdaunt as many times as we can, we run 4 Super Scoop Up. This is so if we can get heads on the Super Scoop Up, which is really nice, we can just pick up that Crawdaunt and the Corphish, bench the Corphish, and next turn we can play the Crawdaunt. We also run just 1 Enhanced Hammer in this deck. This is very helpful in some situations. Couldn't run more. I wish I could run more, but we can only run so many cards in a deck. And for our supportive choice, we run 3 Skyfield. This is mainly because Corphish and Crawdaunt take up a lot of bench space, as well as those Robosubs and the Gengars and the Wobbuffets. And really, we just need a lot of bench spaces overall. So Skyfield helps us achieve that. We run 5 normal Psychic Energy, 1 Mystery Energy. This just is in case, we have an extra turn, we can attach energy, we can attach it to Wobbuffet and give it free retreat. We can also attach it to Gengar and give it free retreat if we want. So this is just a card that could be helpful. Wouldn't run more though, just because Aegislash is such a huge deal in the meta currently. And to round out this deck list, we run 4 Double Colorless Energy. So overall, I've been testing with this deck. It does very well against some decks, especially any deck that runs Bronzong. If we can start with a Wobbuffet, because we can prevent them from Maledixing pretty much a lot, and just using Gengar and having fun with that. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for many more deck profiles, including some Ancient Origins hype cards, including Mega Tyranitar, Mega Ampharos, Vileplume, Giratina, and many more. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later in the next video.